is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Get our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take him by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Love is kind and just. When you're in love, a smile's on your face. You feel good about yourself because you're happy, you are kind. Love is also just. When you make a mistake, you only pay once for that mistake. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 247. Nasdaq's up 17. S&Ps are down 7. Gold contract up $18.90, trading at $13.24 even. Silver up 25 cents, $16.45 an ounce. Copper flat, $3.10 a pound. Light sweet crude up 24 cents, $61.24 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 13 ticks, 120.06. 30-year bond off 28 ticks, 143.15. King dollar toasted, roasted, all of the above, down 356. You're trading at 89.925. The euro's trading at 123.27 to $1 US. The yen is out here trading at 105.60 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? If we go over to the SPY, what you're going to see is that we down 30 cents. You're at 267.40. We're going to put this on, well, first we'll do the daily. So on the daily, what you see out here is that on Tuesday, we started off the week. You did a monster counter trend bounce that topped out on Tuesday morning, 278.92. 99 million shares. Well, the 99 million shares were going against 294 million. How's that? Bottom line, failure on price, failure on volume. What do we do then? We come off that counter trend bounce, do monster volume yesterday, 176 million. If we put this on the weekly, what you're going to see on the weekly out here is that you failed on a failure on price and volume. Bottom line, you are going to go after this swing low out here of 252.92. Now, what I expect we're going to see out here, we don't have an ABC structure on the way down because of the way we did the counter trend bounce. It was a 0.786 of the move down. More than likely, what we're going to get is what we had out here today is this. The high of the low of February 8th is 268.17. Now, that's 246 million shares on the daily. We only have done 89 million shares. So what you have is this. When you start putting this together, you have come into that area, 269, let's see, no, there it is, yeah, 246 million. So you come into that area. It looks like we're going to close inside of that area. I suspect what you're going to see is that we're going to more than likely build cause. We're going to go a few days sideways, building cause to what? To go after this low. The low we're talking about is the February 9th low. We go over and take a look at the NDX 100, same type of setup inside the NDX. NDX 100, right now we're up 35 cents. We could come down, well, first off, you did the counter trend bounce. We did 42 million shares. That was going into 54 million shares. You come off those highs with 68 million shares, 105 million shares, 118, and we have a high volume low at 113. So what do we do out here? Same type of setup, folks. Bottom line is that you get down to a price point of $161.96. That got you into the bar from February 6th. That's 162.51, 118 million, same type of setup. I expect you're going to have to build some cars, build some energy to get down into this low of 150.15. Let's go over to the DAX in Germany. You see in the DAX in Germany, and this is a big heads up, DAX in Germany took apart its swing low of February 9th today. That was 12,003. We're at 11,913. Let me just see if I do have the volumes yet. I may. No, I won't get those to 8 o'clock tonight. Bottom line, you blew it away. We're going to take a look at the FTSE in the UK. And remember something, we're in a one-world market. FTSE in the UK also blew it away. Down 105 bucks. The low of February 9th was 7,073. You closed at 7,069. That sets up lower prices across all the indices across the world. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract caught a bid. Gold contract, $1,316 he started off at. It stayed inside the range. It had broken the lows yesterday of the swing of 1309. Got into the strength from the December 29th area. Bottom line, gold wants higher price. I expect we're going to make the run now, 1370. We get into the bond market. We take a look at bonds, and this is going to be really wild watching how this one shakes out. The reason being is that the fundamental observation would be that, hey, listen, short-term rates are going up. Well, guess what? They're buying bonds again. Bonds have been down for almost 11 weeks straight. Bottom line, you came off that low. The low that we came off of was February 15th. That low was established at 119.14, 119.14. We go higher yesterday with great volume. You back down today with lighter volume. Yesterday we did 2.6 million as we're going higher. We back down with 1.7. This sets up the 10-year to going to 122.02. We'll see if we get a little more juice than that. 30-year, we take a look at the 30-year, same type of setup inside the 30-year. 30-year back down almost a point today, 28 ticks. We did, let's see, U.S., I got to get the right contract. We're on the M contract. That's the June contract, inside bonds. We did 313,000 out here today, and yesterday we did 480. So you can see what's happening. Bottom line, it is pushing higher, has the volume on the daily, has the volume on the weekly. King dollar. What do we get with King dollar? Blow it away, folks. Bottom line, King dollar gets up into its swing yesterday, gave it up in spades. Well, actually, we got up into its downdraft. Took out the swing. The swing was 90.450. Got into the the dollar's been going down for basically since January 3rd of 2017. Bottom line, it got into 90.530. Failed on price, failed on volume. What that sets up is a run once again to the low, which is 88.150. Dollar index is in a much larger ABC structure down. That has a price projection of approximately 82,340. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials down 211. NASDAQ up 29. S&P's off 4. We'll come right back. Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is down 191. You get the Nasdaq up 35. S&P is a flat. And, of course, all the news, we got steel tariffs, we got aluminum tariffs, right? So let's first go look at a few of the largest steel companies. U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel out here trading down 98 cents today. You're at $45.02. Bottom line, though, U.S. Steel, guess what? You get an ABC structure on the way up. U.S. Steel, we go topside yesterday. You have volume behind the move. We take a look at this on the weekly. We put this back. What you're going to see is that U.S. Steel has been in a 10-year consolidation, folks, okay? Bottom line, it's been in this consolidation since 2008. You know, you're pushing with volume into the 46. I suspect, number one, you're going to make this run somewhere to 54. And guess what? You can run to $70 here. So this is going to be intriguing watching this thing shake out. You know, I want to show you something else, though. This is, well, I'm going to go through the stocks first. So that's U.S. Steel. Nucor. So Nucor is the strongest steel stock there is out there, folks. Nucor right now is trading at a price point of a $67.55. This also had volume yesterday. You pull this back, and what you're going to see on Nucor is that Nucor is making its way up to the highs of 2008, which is 82. Right now, you're at 67. Bottom line is that, you know, it's going after the swing high of December, going into this vicious downdraft from 2008. I expect you're going to see it make it. STLD, which is Steel Dynamics. Oh, one second. Oh, let's see. I got that wrong. NUE. Let's get the symbol wrong. Okay, let's see. We're talking Steel Dynamics. Okay, STLD. STLD. We take a look at Steel Dynamics. Steel Dynamics also is pushing with volume. That's at $48. We put this back on a 10-year, and you're going to see Steel Dynamics already had taken out the swing high from 08. Now, this is the difference of what these companies are in, okay? So you get Steel Dynamics, right? When we take a look at it, what you're going to see is this. Volume-wise, you can see they actually are growing. But the reason that they have taken that high out doesn't have to do with their producing. It has to do with their metal recycling. Their metal recycling business has almost $3 billion. Their steel business has $7 billion. All in all, though, guess what? This company here only does $10.3 billion. Now let's go to U.S. Steel. We take a look at U.S. Steel. What does U.S. Steel do? Bottom line, U.S. Steel, I believe they're doing 20 billion? No, 13 billion. U.S. Steel, they're into flat rolled steel. So they're all different steel businesses. That's the bottom line. Flat rolled steel, rolled steel is 8.3 million. They have gone from 17 billion rather in 2014. They're doing 13 billion. This is a dog, but guess what? A dog that's going to go higher. Now you take a look at Nucor. Nucor is the strongest steel stock out there. Nucor is trading $67.50. We take a look at this baby, and what you're going to see is that Nucor is doing $22.1 billion, and it's about steel mills and steel products, okay? So bottom line, when you take a look at this, my take is that Nucor is the strongest stock out there. That being said, just so you can understand the ramifications of what the market's saying and what is going to hit pocketbooks out here, check this out. You can take all those companies together, folks, right? And you're talking about $50 billion. That's it. That's it. Amazon, okay, bottom line, takes in, I think it's over $50 billion a quarter. No, it's okay. They take in, they took in $60 billion in 90 days, where the steel industry takes in $50 billion for the full year. What's my point? My point is, folks, steel today is not as steel was in 2000 or 1990 and 1980. What you're going to see out here, if we go to GM, you're going to see that the destruction is going to be bigger than what is happening here. This is like going backwards, not forwards. If you take a look at GM bottom line gets smoked this week. GM is trading 37. That thing wants to get down to about 32. Ford's in trouble. Ford right now trading at a price point of 1034. That's breaking down. Bottom line, you know, a lot of steel in cars, about 1,000 pounds of steel in cars. Someone's going to have to pay for it. Ford is breaking this at $10.34. You break that, and you're going to end up going into the $7 to $5 mark. And if you just want to see, when we're talking about going back in time, where the real job loss was, folks, is, and I remember this so well, it was 1980s. And 1980, the steel industry had 453,000 jobs. Do you know how many jobs they had in 1984? 263. Bottom line, you know what they got now? Bottom line, 90,000. So start putting this together. Bottom line, it's a whole political deal, and you're going to see the fights out there. And the first part of the fight is going to be the European Central Union. Well, we're the first part of the fight. The other side of this fight, though, what you're going to see is how it's going to get political. If you heard that they're thinking, okay, they want to put a tariff on Harley Davidsons, they want to put a tariff on Kentucky bourbon, and they want to put a tariff on jeans, right? Well, Harley Davidson is where? Harley Davidson is in Paul Ryan's state, okay? Where's bourbon? Mitch McConnell's state. Guess what? The fight is just starting out here. What you see happening in the marketplace is factual, meaning that these large companies, bottom line, are not going to put as much money out, and those animal spirits that we have seen in this economy more than likely are going to calm down. If you go back to 2002, when Bush put he put a 10 to a 30% tariff in. Bottom line, the S&P, now the S&P had already started going down in 2000. When that happened, however, that was the second leg of the S&P going down. We went down an additional 30%. If we go over to the dollar, I had started the gold report then, and I remember this so well, is that the dollar, folks, was trading at 121. And guess where the dollar went? The dollar went straight down from 121 to 80 in 2 years. When you take a look at this, it's pretty amazing. And in this particular case, you've heard me many times, like, I know the dollar's going down. Technically, it wants to go down, but like, what's going to drive it? Well, guess what? Now we know what's going to drive it. What's going to drive it is, bottom line, a tariff war. And guess what? When you have a tariff war, folks, no one wins. That's the real bottom line. When you have any type of war, no one wins, particularly a money war. Money war, forget it. Because what you're going to have here now, when you take the aspect of steel, the amount of jobs in steel, The gross blows my mind. 50 billion. It's like, give me a break. That's like throwing a quarter around. Versus the amount of manufacturers that manufacturers in the U.S. right now that are going to have to either push their price up, that we're going to pay more, or go out of business. Because what ends up happening, they get priced out. So it's going to be a wild one watching this whole thing shake out. Market-wise, my take is that, we were pulling back anyway. The aspect of where the dollar's going, I have a lot more confidence right now that we probably will go by the 82.30. And now you're talking about a $70. And what that's going to be about is that, guess what? You don't need as many dollars. They'll sell off those dollars, man. You think they're going to sell off Harley-Davidsons and Taft Harley-Davidsons and Kentucky Bourbon? Guess what? They'll sell dollars. That's the quickest way to get our attention. Like, boom, here we go. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earn me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down at $178. You get the Nasdaq up 42. S&Ps are flat. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today. We have the Bank of America flat. You have Advanced Micro down 2. Microtech Technology, which has taken over. Microsemi, that is up $1.23. You get Ford up 5 cents. We get Intel up 74. Microsoft is down 59. Foot Locker is just getting toasted and roasted. That baby is down $6 right now, trading $40. That is off the highs, monster volume. Going to go into the gap. The gap we're talking about is where it gapped higher when the last earnings came out on November 16th. The bottom of that gap is $32. The high of that gap is right where it's at right now, the $39 level. Let's go to Stephen in Connecticut. Hey, Stephen, what's going on?
Hey, I haven't seen you in a couple days. I'm calling about Texas Roadhouse, TXRH.
Okay, let's take a look at it. So we got Texas Roadhouse, the low's 40, the high 60. It's trading at 57.09. So do you own this?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So this is a strong stock, man, in this market. Let's go take a look at this. So I think
that's the thing. It was sticking out like it was up while the rest of the market was down. That was kind of peculiar. That kind of gave off something. I mean, that normally triggers my interest a little bit more.
Good for you. Yeah, there's no doubt. Now, and this is also an equity, folks. Now, if you look at this equity, this is an equity, you know, I'm always talking volume. This is an equity that each and every leg has volume in it. Now, this last leg, not the last leg, well, I got the two last legs are pretty cool, man. So let me just figure this. We got an ABC up. Okay, so the A point would be 37. Yeah. The B point's 51. You get $14, which would get you to 58. Interesting. So I just finished one ABC up. It's a good-looking stock, particularly for a market like we're in right now. This is a good-looking stock. Now, that ABC structure basically just finished off. So when you get one that finishes off like that, Stephen, you know, bottom line, you can expect a consolidation for a bit. But you can see that even on, look at that, on February 9th, this didn't even have volume on the way down. You did a 1 million shares, and you were going into 1.4. Look at that. That's what you're looking for, you know. That's the
and it's a great. I like it long term myself. I mean, I think it's a well-run company. I think it's a great long-term stock, and you know, there's just this whole week has just been really interesting action in a lot of stocks. You know, it's in gold as well.
There's no doubt, and
the volatility is fueling everything.
It is, and when you look at this, you know, when you're looking for growth, bottom line is that the stock, their gross sales in 2014 was $1.6 billion. This coming year, they're looking at $2.4 billion. Man, who wouldn't like to have a business like that, right?
They have good stakes too.
Do they? That's cool. That's cool to know. You know what's amazing is that these companies always have, you know, big employees, but there's 56,000 employees there too. You know, so as you said, the key, folks, is that if you're looking for stocks, you know, what does happen on big downdrafts is that you can actually find out more in the downdraft than in a normal market, and specifically that this thing didn't get smoked. You know, so I think you get action.
All right. Well, you have yourself a great day, and
you also, man.
I'm just curious to know what you're going to think of the GDX when you get to it, but I know you're going to get to that sooner.
Yeah, we'll do it right now. I like it. The GDX rejected lower price, you know, had lighter volume. The GDX came right into your last swing point, the swing point out here, February 9th, 101 million shares. You came into it 59 million, rejected it. We put this on a weekly. It's set up on a weekly, too. You know, you came into the downdraft of 2016. We're dealing with 543 million. We came into that the week of the 9th with 326. And we're going to do, like, you're going to see, it says 209, but we're going to add a day, 250. So your correlation goes like this, folks, right? 250 million going against 326, going against 543. You couldn't break it down, man. You can't break it.
What about the divergence between the price of gold and the GDX? And I'm seeing the price of gold way up, and then the GDX is like really underperforming the price of gold. That's one thing that
there's no doubt about that. They whack the stocks. I've seen it before, but they definitely have whacked the stocks. And guess what? That happens. That's what it comes down to. I'd love to be able to say that, yeah, there's some kind of formula, but there actually isn't. Well, there is a formula. The gold stocks normally will go up or down 300% more than the actual metal. You know, 3 times it. That's how they kind of work. But when they okay, man, have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go take a look at the XAU. We'll stay right with gold out here. XAU, you know, because I want to bring something up too, folks. Okay, now this is where it's really bizarre, and this is what this morning this whole thing was catching my eye because of the fact I started the gold report in 2002. And I remember the TAF so well. And I didn't remember the Taft because of the fact of the steel Taft. That isn't, you know, my head wasn't even close to that. What had ended up happening is that because I was so bearish the dollar and the dollar got smoked, but the dollar ended up getting smoked because of the Taft. That's because it was basically a war. That's what it come down to. And if you go over and we take a look at it, if you want to see something, if you happen to be a metals bull, what you're going to see is that that was the beginning of the super bull market in gold. Gold, when this thing started, was $282. That's when we get into it. That's the bottom line. If I bring this back, what do you see this thing? This is crazy. You talk about a blast from the past. There you go. You got March of 2002, and that's when I started in March. $288 gold. A couple of years later, you went up to 460 or up to 700. Bottom line, then we based out. It never stopped. What you want to get out of this more than anything is that it never stopped until it got up to $1,920. And depending on how long you've been listening, if you've been listening, you know, bottom line, for quite some time now, I felt that the way that this commodity market is moving, it has been moving like 2002. And if we go over to the copper market, because the copper market was the first one to take off then also, the copper market took off over a year ago. We put the continuous contract in the copper market up. What you're going to see is that, and I'll bring this back and I'll put it up, you're going to see that January of 2016, copper's at $1.93 a pound. You're at $3.10 a pound. You want to see something really bizarre now? This was wild. This is when we had our man, Mr. Ed Young, around. God bless him. Bottom line, we bring this back, and in 2002, copper was trading at 73 cents. Copper took off like a rocket ship, folks. The first leg in copper in 2002, we went from 73 cents, and we went up to $1.35. You based out for a bit, and then copper took off like a rocket ship to 2000 to 416 a pound. You know, so you know, we'll see what this dollar does, because that's going to be all about the dollar. That's my take on this whole deal. When you come down to it, it's going to be all about the dollar, where the dollar's going, because commodities are priced in dollars. If we take a look at the commodity market out here today, you're going to see cocoa's up 2.8%, silver's up 1.4%, gold's up 1.2%. You get aluminum up 0.7, crude's up 0.5, wheat's down 3%. You get nickel off 2, sugar's down 2. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials down 92. NASDAQ is up 59. S&Ps are up 9. We're going to come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls. Now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. So we have the Dow Industrials right now down 105. You get the NASDAQ up 59. S&Ps are up 9. Percentage-wise, what you have out here, you have the Dow down 0.4. S&P is flat. NASDAQ is up 0.8. We go over and we take a look at let's go inside the financials out here. We'll take a look at the XLF. XLF right now is trading up 7 cents. We are at $28.44. We put this on a weekly basis. What you're going to see there is that February 9th, the low of February 9th, is 26.76. Bottom line, we got up to a price point. The high of that week is 29.21. We got to 29.77. We got over it. We're going to close under it. That sets up a run down to the 26.76 level. The XLE, energy. What do we have with the energy market? Energy market is trading 66.98. Now, the energy market is right into the lows of the 9th. We hit 65.65 today. The low is 64.45, and we put this back, and you see, bottom line, you're building cars here. The XLE is in tough shape. It's pretty amazing, too, when you take a look at this versus the price of oil. You know, what did happen, it looks like the XLE, to me, is going down to this $49 level. 60 is the high of the high volume low, which was established January of 2016. 49 is the low of that. Now, if we go back and you want to take a look at the actual oil market correlation-wise, what you're going to see, we go back into the oil market. Where are we? Okay, so oil's trading $61.38. I put this on a continuous contract, and I'm going to bring you back to 2014, because what you had in 2014, this is when oil got toasted big time. The XLE was an indication that oil was going lower. The oil had been trading in June at $107 a barrel. Bottom line, that was a straight line move going all the way down to 27, I think. Yeah, $26.05. That had broken the low of 2008, which is $32.40. What you have here now is this, is that, let me bring this back just a little bit more so you can see how this is set up. You have this bounce that we did right here, percentage-wise, was almost a 50% bounce, not quite a 50% bounce. So if you get any bounce that's less than 0.618, guess what? You can go back to the lows. Now, I'm not, and right now, I'm not even speculating to go back to the lows. I am speculating, though, you're going to go to 54. Why 54? 54 is what we had taken out going back to October of this year. That's how it looks like it's setting up. What you do have is that you have those large integrated oil companies down big. They're breaking lows big. And look, watch. If we go to ExxonMobil, it's hard to comprehend. You know, actually, when you look at some of these, because you know, ExxonMobil is trading the same place that it was trading in 2006. It's been in a consolidation for a long period of time. The danger is that each and every time, every swing low has volume, high volume. $66 swing low from August of 2015. We have the swing low from 08 is 56. That's let me see. That's never got actually tested. Yeah, it did. It got tested. It got tested in July of 2008, 2010 rather. But bottom line is that you can see that baby is saying it's in trouble, and that if ExxonMobil is in trouble, folks, okay, you're talking about one of the largest oil companies in the world. They take in $305 billion a year. But that being said, guess what? In 2014, they were taking in $411 billion. So you can see, and next year they're actually saying they're taking in $299 billion. So we are using less oil, evidently, on all the oil products. We go take a look at Chevron. Chevron has been a stronger performer than Exxon. Chevron is trading at 111. Anything over 104 is okay in Chevron. That's what it comes down to. We take a look at some of their numbers. Let's see what they are dialing up. So Chevron, look at that. That's a contraction too. 212 billion, 161 billion this coming year. But you can see this is pretty amazing. That the bottom line is that when you take a look at some of these companies, we are definitely they are grossing a lot less. That's what it comes down to. Now let's go over to NVIDIA, because what you have out here, the chip market. Okay, so chips have been on fire for a long period of time. When we do take a look at the strongest sector inside the NDX 100 as well as the composite, what you're going to see is that when we came down the week of February 9th, monster volume. We have a low of $204. You have 147 million shares traded. Now watch this. You go back up. This is what that's on a weekly. You go back up. You test the high with 63 million. The high you were testing had 68. And then what do we do, folks? We come off that high again with 82. So what that's saying also, chip market wants to go back, trying to get into the 204 level. And that's going to be a big heads up, because that is the strongest sector, continues to be the strongest sector in that market. Let's go take a look at Advanced Micro. So Advanced Micro, actually, no, I want to look at Micron Technology, MU, because I believe MU, yeah, MU is strong like bull. So MU is trading $49. This baby here, pull this back, we take a look at it. What you're going to see is that this is trying to get up and into the highs from November of 2017. We pull this back. Let's put it on a weekly. And on a weekly, you hit the first high, $49 at 105 million. You're doing 240 million. You didn't get into the high yet. Oh, this is going to be dangerous, man. This is going to be pretty cool. So this here, folks, this is going to be a great stock to watch next week, and this is why. Your swing doesn't have that much volume, the last high, November of 2017. We're going into that, and we do have volume going into it. So the bottom line is going to get tested. The real kicker is going to be, does it make it? I would say that it's not going to this time, and this is why. It looks like it's a monster consolidation, because we still have huge volume the week of the 9th, as well as the week of December 8th. That consolidation is set up pretty cool. And if we go over to Amazon, let's go to Amazon, because Amazon had given us a good clue at the highs. It was having a hard time taking out this high. We go look at Amazon, and what you're going to see with Amazon, the high that it was testing this week was at 1498, 38 million shares. Well, we've done, let's see, 26. So that's going to be 30. It's going to be approximately 31 million adding, you know, a day in, and you're going to have a failure. Now, this is really subtle, but this is what you really got to do inside the marketplace, because Amazon is releasing information here. Amazon's releasing information that also is going to go back after its high volume low, which is 1265. If that's what you get, guess what? Bottom line, you're going to build some cars. We're going to go after those lows. Take a look at Google. Google bottom line is at 1,077. Google is actually weak. You know, Google didn't even get close to its highs. Google has a failure on price, failure on volume, on the daily, on the weekly. February 9th over the weekend, check those stocks out. That's where they want to go. You stay right there, folks, to get the last 10 minutes of trading. Dow Industrials are down 61. NASDAQ is making a big recovery, up 72. S&Ps are up 11. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 38. You get the NASDAQ up 78. S&Ps are up 14. And bottom line is that you get some green paint out here. That being said, guess what? You still have high volume lows across the market. Inside the gold contract, folks, you're up 17 bucks. Silver's up 19. You got the GDX this week. We rejected lower price. You had lighter volume. Bottom line, you can't bust them down. You're going to bust them up. XAU, HUI, same type of setup. And if you would like to test drive the gold report, very easy to do. Come over to our website at TFNN. Go into newsletters, go into investment newsletters. You can test drive the gold report 30 days, absolutely free. For all you folks in the Northeast, bottom line, we feel for you when this is going to be quite a storm. So we sending you a lot of good white light, a lot of prayers, and you're going to need it, because the bottom line is that I have up, and I know these storms very well. What I don't know, I actually don't know Northeast as well, folks. with water coming in. This is a whole different dynamic into the Northeast, into the Cape Cod. If you're watching Tiger TV, what you're seeing right now, and I know right where this is in Scituate, you're looking at houses that, bottom line is that the ocean has already come right into them, and they look like you're in the middle of Martha's Vineyard. This is problematic in a big way because you are talking about it's very early in the day. This is going to go on all night. What you did have in Washington, D.C., which is just a total mind blower, is that you had winds of 99 miles an hour. They're talking about when they closed Dallas. Let me get this exact number. This is like bizarre. Yeah, 99 miles an hour. It prompted them to close Dallas International Airport. They better close the airport. Bottom line is that we get some weather problems out here in a big way. There's no two ways about it. So market-wise, what you can expect out here, more volatility. Sunday night, markets opened. You can expect volatility Sunday night. What we did have is that we had the FTSE break it slow, the DAX break it slow. I expect what you're going to see next week, we're going to build cause sideways to go after those February 9th lows. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside of it. Have a blast with it, folks. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Wow! Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.